What's up? What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing?
What's going on? What's going on?
Joining the Just Bear With Us podcast. How y'all feel, fellas?
Good.
Another day.
Huh?
Blessed another day.
Okay.
You know?
All right. It's good to see you guys. We have a great.
That's so dry. What's up with y'all, man? What's going on, man?
It's good to see y'all. We got a great episode in store for everyone. Yes, it should be very interesting. So let's not waste no time.
This is deep. This is real talk. It's gonna be real talk.
Real talk. I like that. So let's waste no time. Let's get into it. Again, thanks for joining the Just Bear With Us podcast. So let's begin with the EYE thought of the day, which is going to be this. Don't run away from your emotions. Instead, use them to overcome your trials. You know?
So break that down.
So we all have emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we try to suppress those emotions. But instead of suppressing them, why don't we use it? Use that emotion of maybe anger, or use that emotion of fear, or being sad. You can actually use that emotion to overcome your trials that you might be going through. Don't let it take you down. Reverse psychology. Use it to elevate yourself. Use it to push you forward. Use it to overcome whatever you're going through. And so that's the EYE thought for today. Don't run away from your emotions, but instead use them to overcome your trials. So what do you guys think of that?
It's easier said than done.
Of course.
You know,
it's fitting. If you think about it, it's fitting.
Yeah.
Think about what the conversation we have off air. It's fitting. Don't run away from it.
Yeah. I can't run away from it.
Don't run away from your emotions, but use it now to overcome what you're going through.
Right. It's fitting.
It's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's necessary for growth in general. Like, you know, even when you make like a bad decision, like you're using your emotions to push you through that decision, whether it's a bad decision or a good decision, you know. But of course, you want to use that to push you to a good decision. So, that's necessary, man.
Yeah. Okay. You just gotta be able to really, like, how can somebody, if they're really going through it, how could they use their emotion to, like, how could they get over the emotion, and then two, use that to fuel them to elevate? Like, if a listener, what would you tell them?
Well, first realizing the emotion that you're feeling at that moment. First realizing, okay, what is this emotion that I'm feeling? Why am I feeling this emotion right now? What's causing it? You know, analyze what you're going through and analyze what you're feeling. You know, sometimes people just want to just shut down. They just want to shut down and not deal with whatever they're going through. They try to sweep it under the rug, right? But if you don't deal with the problem or deal with your feelings, your emotions right then and there, then that's going to be a buildup, all right? A buildup of emotions that can turn into trauma, a buildup of emotions that's, if you don't deal with it, can cause an effect in the long run. You might be able to suppress it for a short period of time, but eventually it's going to reveal itself. Eventually you'll have that outburst if you don't, deal with that emotions right then and there. By suppressing it, something can trigger it later on, right? So you should just take a step back, analyze what you're feeling, see why you're feeling like that, what caused you to have these emotions, instead of letting it take you down the wrong path, use it. Use that emotion, channel it to better yourself and better the situation that you're in.
It's temporary. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people think their problems are forever in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like Wayne said, like, when you deal with it, you start the process of healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go through those stages, grief, denial, all the different stages. But the faster that you deal with it, you know what I'm saying, come to grips with it, the faster that you'll move on. Versus, like you said, you avoiding it, trying not to really, see it for what it was, or see, whatever the situation is for what it is. Like, you're carrying that baggage from job to job, from relationship to relationship,
Right,
from friendship to friendship. Like,
right.
you're just carrying. It's almost like a like, if like when you make like snowballs. You know what I'm saying? When you push a snowball down the hill and it starts to pick up and pick up, before you know it, it was like this. Now it's like
exactly,
that.
Exactly.
So you got to address it, and up front, and then deal with it. It's gonna sting, initially, but you rather have that sting than to have that hurt for a long run.
Okay. All right.
Facts. All right.
You are E of the day.
There you go.
Elevate yourself every day. So especially, I gotta keep that in mind. This past month been tough, but yeah.
You got it though. Don't run away from your emotions.
Absolutely.
All right. Financials.
Financial tip
for us.
This is tax season.
Okay.
So I want to highlight a company that I highly recommend.
Okay.
It's Account for You Services.
Yes, I've heard of them.
Yeah. So they do business taxes, personal taxes, bookkeeping and payroll. So any type of financial things you need, or tax season, because it's tax season. I highly recommend you getting them. You filing the taxes. They get you the highest refund at the lowest cost, so you can't beat that. And they answer all your questions. So Account for You Services. Tell them that Stan sent you, and you can get a discount.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah. Got that connect.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this podcast, this episode, I should say, it's going to be on a subject that I think we all deal with on an everyday basis. And it's on trust. Trust. A word that, man, it means a lot, and it holds a lot of value. Trust. And so that's what we're going to talk about today.
Man, trust, man. Woo. Man. Okay.
So it should be interesting. Let's get into it. We'll start off by with this question: can you trust people 100%?
I will. You see, I will want to. Like, I want to be able to trust somebody 100%. Like, I don't want to be able to have to always look over my shoulders. Always gotta be peeping game. I will want to be able to trust them 100%.
Mhm.
Like okay, people, right? You're saying people like friends, family, girl, or
Yeah.
like 'cause, like, okay, for example, you can trust your parents 100%.
Well, let me let you finish what you finish here.
That's so I'm just saying, I'm trying to point out, like, okay, friends and girls, like relationships.
Whatever you feel like. Can you trust someone 100%? You can break it down into
I feel like I can trust certain people 100%.
okay.
Uh, and I want to give people the benefit of the doubt
Hmm.
because like I said, I don't want to just come off because once I start seeing that then it's like I don't. Why I want to be around that person if I gotta be always peeping game? Like I gotta,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to be like, that's my man. I'm not worried about. I know I can leave 100,000 cash and I know that's gonna be there if I leave. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I would want. But some people not like how I am
Hmm.
or how you may, somebody may not have the same um just core values that you may have. So uh to answer the question though, can you trust somebody 100%? I feel like you can, but it's tricky.
Okay.
I feel like you can, but you gotta build that up.
You feel like you have?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. For
Okay.
sure.
Okay, let's take our parents out of it, right? Cuz I think we all can trust our parents 100%.
Right.
Even though I don't like to use the percentage, I'm just using the percent 100% because you can't trust anyone 100% because
That's what you always
that
say.
Yeah,
means that
that's
means they're perfect. That means they're perfect, and the only person that's perfect is God. So
no, no, no,
no,
no.
no, no,
That's
no, no.
yeah, no.
you can
No. I agree with Wayne.
100. You can't
You
trust
can't. I
someone.
can't. You can't trust nobody 100%. I don't care who you talking
100%
about.
means perfect. That
No,
means
Bro,
no
I
flaws.
don't understand.
because you going. But I'll tell you. I'll tell you why. Because you can be disappointed by people that you trust or you believe in
I can
100%.
trust somebody. I can
You
trust.
see what I'm saying?
I can name a couple of people. I can trust 100% without a doubt.
But but
Me,
but but what I'm saying is, people can disappoint you even if you trust them 100%. It's not the fact that okay, your trust can be broken, is what I'm saying. What he's saying is you can't be perfect. Like somebody can't be perfect all the time. That's what we're saying. Like,
Yeah, like
so I can trust my brother 100%, but I might count on him to do something, and he
no,
might have
that's
dropped
different.
the.
That's different.
That's
That's
not.
different.
That's
He may
not.
disappoint you, and like maybe he may
But
pick
that.
you up
But
from the airport, and he couldn't last
no, no,
minute.
no, no.
That's not trust.
I ain't talking about like pick you up from the airport. Like it
I'm
could be
just saying any
something.
type of favor or any type of.
No, but it could be. What I'm saying is it could be something that in the moment or at the time you felt like, dang, I can't trust you in this situation anymore. You've said that about one of your friends before, or a girlfriend, or
someone's disappointed
whatever.
you.
Right? They disappointed you to the
I,
point where like,
I'm
dang,
not
I
saying
can't trust you like that
I'm
anymore.
not saying they haven't, but I'm saying certain people. I have certain people I can trust 100% without a doubt.
I just
Without a
don't like
doubt.
to
I
use
say
the
99.9%.
Yeah, I just don't like to use a word.
I
I'm
ain't gonna say
using it
100
for the
for
context
anyone.
of the question, but personally, I don't like to use the percent 100% because that just means perfect. That means
Perfect with like I don't
that
get.
means the only thing that's perfect and the only thing that is 100% is God. So us humans, that alone, if that's just me being technical, that alone of us being human, we don't account for 100% because we're flawed.
Yeah,
So can you trust someone more than others? Yes,
Yes,
but
agree.
100%, no.
well, you saying you don't want to use the percentage, but I mean, what can you fully trust somebody? Can you fully trust somebody?
Can you fully trust someone?
like
You can fully
What you
put your
mean? Like
you can
you
put your
gotta be able to
trust in
fully trust
someone
somebody.
fully.
Like
Yes, you can put your trust in someone fully, but that doesn't mean they won't disappoint you or
I'm
break
not
your
saying that.
trust.
I'm not saying that. You learn. You get.
But that's what we're saying. That's why we're saying you can't say someone you can trust
No,
someone
until they
100%.
disappoint you, you should be able to trust somebody 100%. I mean,
Okay.
or not meaning use the percentage, but fully trust somebody. I'm not saying they're not going to disappoint
Can I
you.
have a high trust level for someone? Like, yes, I can have a very
A
high
high
trust.
tolerance.
Yeah, high tolerance for someone. So when it comes, okay, so when it comes to trust, if you're talking to, or with your friends, or if you're talking to someone, do you automatically start them out at 100% trust, and they
No,
lose it, or hold on, and they lose it over time, or they start from zero, and as you guys progress and grow as friends, or you grow with your girlfriend, y'all grow into.
yes. How you
You know,
gonna
I'm
trust somebody?
action. I'm action.
How you gonna trust somebody off the back like that? You have to grow, especially if you know somebody. If you
No,
just
because you
getting to know
no, not necessarily. Because if I'm meeting you for the first time, I could be giving you the benefit of doubt. So right now you're on a clean slate with me. So I'm gonna give you
somebody,
100%
I'm not
of
gonna
like
fully trust you if I don't know you.
that is true. That is true. But
Like
I,
just not 100%, but just trusting.
you get given the percentage. You say you don't like
No,
percentage.
no, I'm that's what I'm saying.
So what is it?
No
Like
percentage,
that?
no percentage. Like just trusting someone. Do you start them at a clean slate, or
I
they have
keep
to work their way?
if I'm meeting
Can they
somebody.
lose the trust, or they starting out at zero and you build
If
the
I'm meeting
trust?
somebody, you gotta build that up. You're
So they
building.
starting at zero. Like I don't trust you at
You keep,
all.
you keep you now you're giving numbers.
No, no, I'm just saying. No, like okay, you're starting low. You're starting
Low,
low.
all right, low. If you
Okay,
want to
you're
use numbers,
starting
you can use numbers. If you want to
okay,
use, you know what I'm saying?
right.
What's going on, yo?
We starting low, and they got to work their way up to the
Right.
trust, or they start high
No,
and they lose. Okay,
no.
all right.
Because you
What
got.
uh,
Go ahead,
what's your
bro.
what's your view on that, Julian? You starting?
um,
You just met a young lady.
I'm not going to trust you 100%.
No,
Here goes this
Not a
percentage.
no. Okay, right.
Um, but what I will do is I will allow you the space to break my trust.
Okay.
And the reason why I say it like that, um, a lot of us have our guards up, not just men,
Mm-hmm.
like women and people in general. Like
Mm-hmm.
you have your guards up. So the first instance that somebody does something, you out. It's over, no friendship, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you have to give people the room to break your trust because no, like you said, nobody's perfect. Number one, and number two, at the same time, like you have to be able to give them that room to build with you because they're gonna make mistakes just like you're gonna make mistakes. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But you have to give them that room to build because that person's getting used to you. You're getting used to that person,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a friendship, you're dating, or whatever the case may be. You're still trying to figure your place in a sense. If
Okay.
that make does that make sense? Like you're trying to figure out your place in this relationship, your place in this friendship, whatever the case may be. So I feel like you can't trust someone, of course, 100% right off the
Mm-hmm.
bat, but you know, I give them a little leadway because it's like, all right, you don't know me like that, and I don't know you like that, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you a little leadway.
I feel like I don't trust people.
The facts.
I don't trust people.
yeah,
Like
I mean, yeah, I mean,
I don't trust people. You're starting with me. You're starting low. I don't trust you
yeah,
at all.
of course.
Um, to me, it's like you're guilty until like proven innocent. Like I don't like I don't trust people. And then, but like you said, I'm gonna give you the room, you know, to see like okay, now we've grown. Okay, I can trust you a little bit more. I can trust you in this area. So now I can give you access now a little bit to this area. I still don't trust you now. So now you got to work a little bit more to get access to this other area of me. Like so you got to grow with somebody, but I'm not trusting someone right off the bat for sure.
But
Anyone.
But you know,
and it sucks to be like that because you're always looking from like a you're always looking like you're always thinking like people got ulterior motives. You're not sure of how they view things. You're not sure like what's the underlying reason why you do certain things. You can like analyze too much, so that's why it's like it's not good to be like that. But yeah, I
But
don't know.
it's protecting yourself,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's like just I'm similar to you. I just
Mhm.
but when I rock with you, like if I rock with you, I'm not looking at it like that. I can't.
Right, right.
But somebody new, yeah, I'm a hold up. I
Mhm.
gotta see what's going on here.
But it takes a while,
Yeah,
right?
of course, of
It,
course.
it can
Not
take a
off the
while
bat.
for you to get to that.
Yeah, I had a situation where it was moving fast, and I thought it was. Uh, I don't know if I fully trust that person, but
Mhm.
I definitely let my guards down. So, and people can put a good game, yo. People can
Mhm.
spit that good game,
Mhm.
yo.
Mhm. Mhm.
Not for real. Not for real though. So you gotta always watch somebody, yo. You definitely gotta.
So this kind of goes into the next question, right? So with that person, they lost your trust, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, did they lose your trust forever?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
that can't happen. You can lose your trust with someone forever,
Yeah. It's hard to like.
or can they all? Or can you always? Is there always a chance to reconcile with someone? Once someone breaks your trust, right? Do they lose it forever, or can people reconcile and you can bring them back into your life?
I kind of look at it in a spiritual aspect because
Hmm.
who am I not to forgive that person? If God forgive, look how much dirty stuff we do. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Dirty
Okay.
stuff or a lot of stuff that we do. Who am I not to? But it's hard. I don't know if I could.
And
I could.
you might have
well,
forgave them. You don't trust them. You're not
Yeah,
bringing them
yeah.
back in your
That's
life.
that's
Is
what I'm
that two
saying.
separate
That's
things?
two separate things. That's two separate
Okay.
things.
Okay.
I think you can, like you said, you can forgive someone, but at the same time, like it depends on what they did to break your trust.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying? Like there's levels to it. Like
right.
if it's like they just did you dirt, like you know what I'm saying, and they just didn't care about it, nah. We I can't rock with you no more because you clearly, whatever you did, your level of care for me
Mm,
wasn't
Right.
there for the same way
Right.
that I care
Right.
for you.
Right.
mm.
Right.
But if it's something like it's like something small, okay, like I forgive you, you know, maybe we need to step away from each other, but you know, we come back at a later date after we kind of both got our heads together. But if it's depending on what level it's on,
Can you give an
yeah.
example? Could you give an example of something that might be small that
Yeah. Um
Like little sneaky stuff, like
well,
uh,
I
and
can tell
and
you.
whatever examples we give, of course, we'll never say names, but just
Yeah,
like an
yeah.
example.
Well, I ain't, it's not like a relationship, but like one of my boys, this man dented my car, man. Like
Okay.
on a night when like plans were supposed to happen,
Okay.
and he dented my car and just ruined the plans. And I was like, I was so mad. I told him, I was like, bro, I can't even talk to you right now. Like we still cool. Like I had to let
Mhm.
him know like we're cool,
Right.
but like I can't even talk to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even want to talk to you this whole car ride home.
Uh-huh.
okay, okay. So for that example, could you trust him to drive your car again?
Yeah,
Okay.
because when he did it, it was he was inebriated. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like
Okay.
that's how he normally drives. But see, that's another thing also, because like when you that's a good point that you just made, and I don't know if you know that you made it, but
Come on, man. I always
um,
make good points.
okay, here we go.
Come on.
But I've seen him drive before,
Mm-hmm.
so I trust him. I know how he moves on a regular basis. That was an
one
anomaly. That was an anomaly.
Okay.
So because it was an anomaly, I can be upset, but I'll say, you know what? That's not usually who he is. So I understand that was just he just messed up that point in time,
So
and I'll never look back at it like that again.
Okay, so can that happen? Wayne? Could that happen to you? Like, could that?
What?
Because Wayne's like, no, like this is it. Like once you
not at all. I think, like we mentioned, it's levels. It's levels. It's levels.
What level are you on right now?
Right.
If an incident like that happened,
maybe answer the question.
Right, he just blew right by that. Right, everybody's up here on this level.
No, if an incident like that happened, right? Two things. I'm gonna base it off what were a lot of your actions before, like you said, like that person has shown enough of their character to know like that's not typically you or how you would act, right? So I can give you the benefit of the doubt. And number two is, in that moment, did they try to cover it up, or were they upfront and honest? You know, so for me, that's how I'm gonna view it. Like, were you upfront and honest? Like, look, bro, your car, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I crashed that. And at that point, now I'm giving the honesty to you and putting the ball in your court. Now you can deal with me however you want, however you want. Pause. Like, if you want to be upset with me, you don't want to talk to me for a while, okay. But at least I was honest with you. At that point, I kept my integrity as a man because I was honest with you. And if you're supposed to be my boy, I had to be honest with you. And then we go from there. But if I try to hide it now you got to look at me a little funny, or I got to look at that.
If that happened to you, would you be able to, if you honest upfront, all of that, would you, in this scenario, would you allow him to drive your car?
You're already getting mad.
Right.
No, I would, like Julian mentioned, if I know that this is typically not you, and I know that I've seen you drive plenty of times, I know I've driven with you, like that's like a one-off, we cool. Like, I'm gonna be upset for that moment, of course. I might go on you, like, come on, nigga, like, what the frick is you doing? But but we can move forward. We can have a conversation to move forward.
Okay.
So that's that's a small scale in which we guys can forgive. Now, what is something that someone could do to break your trust forever? Like, there's no turning back. Like, you did this. This is what it is. We're through. Like, that's a tough one. What can someone do to break your trust forever? And like Stan, you mentioned like forgiving someone. Yes, that's gonna be a tough one too. I can forgive you, possibly. That's gonna be through God. God gonna have to help me to forgive you. But can you trust that person after that, though?
You can forgive and not trust that person. I feel like you can forgive and keep them at a distance.
But the trust is broken forever, though.
Like, yeah, the trust is broken. So, what could somebody do to break your trust? I mean, I guess lie and be sneaky about it. Like, I mean, if you just straight up lie, like this, you ask them a question like this, for example, if you was in a relationship and a girl get a text message on her phone and you ask her who's that, you ask her who's that, and she said it's just a friend. Come to find out, it's somebody she talking to in the low. That's done. Like, what type of you ain't coming back from. I'm not coming back from that. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like
that was just a friend, like, you know.
Nah,
her brother.
No.
Yeah, that was her brother, her cousin.
Nah, I'm not rocking like that.
I think something that I don't think. Well, no, I'm talking crazy. I think that if someone were to try to do something to my livelihood,
Yeah.
or like
I was gonna say
some
that.
way like harm me, like
Yeah.
mentally, physically. Like there's no coming back from that,
Yeah.
because that's now. Okay,
There's no
I
coming
have
back from that.
no wait, because I do
Oh.
have one like example where that kind of nullifies it, and you know what I'm talking about when I talk about Panama City when, but that was just
That
like
don't
a
count. That don't
yeah,
count,
yeah,
though.
that don't
That don't
count,
count.
but
That don't count. This is someone
that's
that's
just
trying
a
to.
argument with your boy, like you about to
Yeah.
go body or whatever, but
Yeah. And we've
No, that's
all had that.
that's different.
yeah.
We talking about someone like plotting, like,
Yeah, like you trying to like really
yeah,
take me
like,
out one way or the
yeah,
other.
Take
yeah,
you out or like or hurt you, harm you.
Yeah,
yeah.
Take you
That's
out
like,
like
intentional.
right, exactly. With that, now you can't come back from that.
Yeah, nah, that's dead in the water.
Um, so when it comes to our like us, we're boys, right? Um, do you feel like we trust our boys more than we trust our women that we might be dealing with?
I feel like we
Or do we
do.
trust our women more than we trust our boys?
I feel like as we I feel like I feel like when we were young, we trust our boys more. And then as we get older, we realize if you have a good woman
Mm-hmm.
that she can be on the same level, if not higher, as far as the trust um, aspect goes with it. But as far as we growing up, I feel like we was always growing up. We always was it was in our mind that you can't trust no
Can't
girls.
trust our woman, right?
Yeah, you can't
Right.
trust no woman, man.
Mm-hmm.
And even now you really can't. But if you find a good one,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that trumps over that that boy. It should trump over your voice. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's your wife, and that's one. You becoming one, so
Mm-hmm.
that means y'all are. You should be able to trust her over.
Okay.
I don't want to say over, but just like it should be. You know.
Okay.
She should take priority.
Okay. So
Yeah,
based
yeah.
based off what you just said, right? I'm just gonna throw a hypothetical situation out there, and we've seen this happen, or we've heard stories of this, where your girl that you're with, she comes on to your boy.
Mm.
Now, now this is your girl now, and
Was
as you said though, you should be able to trust her more than your boys at a certain, I guess, at a certain level or a certain point, right?
Well, if you in a, if I want to be clear,
Hmm.
I feel like if you're in a deep, long relationship, y'all tied in. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because the way you explained it was odd, but
Hey, I'm
continue.
talking about a girl, not like.
I didn't say that. I just said it was odd.
Okay, so
I
if
didn't
you
say
in
anything.
a long committed relationship
Okay.
with the girl,
And what's that?
I
What's
mean y'all
5 years in?
um I don't want to give time limit, but just like when you know it's like real,
Uh-huh.
like
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? You know it's like that's
That's the
the
one.
one. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So we've all heard these stories. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah,
Hmm.
oh yeah. Uh, man. So
so
so that is tricky
woo.
No, it's not.
because yeah, it is because
No, it's not.
why is it not? Because
I
this
don't
is
care who
somebody
you are. It's about respect.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you, when you look at a relationship, right? Trust, respect, and loyalty are the top three things most people are looking for.
Communication too.
Fat.
Yeah, communications, of course. But when you look at it like this, right? One, you disrespected me by doing something like that. Like, not even like a random person. Like
Mm-hmm.
someone I would like rock with, you trying
Mm-hmm.
to, come on to. And in that situation, whoever that person is should tell you, like, yo, like, I just want you to know, like, this is what happened. Like, whether you believe them or not at the time, that's their duty if they rock with you like that.
You're saying this is what your boys should be telling you,
Yeah,
like, no, okay.
like they should tell you like, yo, like your girl tried to get at me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if you get mad at them, like, all right,
Well,
that ain't gonna never happen.
some don't got
Okay,
bro
but I
codes.
told you.
Some don't got bro codes because they would try to hit your girl,
Mm-hmm.
like low key.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously.
No, I know,
Mm-hmm.
I know,
Mm-hmm.
I
So
know.
it's trick. That's
But your trust, your loyalty, and just like in respect, like, and like you said, communication, like those things all go hand in hand. They all connect.
But you see that goes back to this question because it's bro code. So you should be able to trust your boy,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but then the girl, it's so tricky, man.
Well, you should be able to trust your if it's your girl, you should be able to trust her wholeheartedly. But I think you trust your boys naturally more because the relatability.
Right,
Like you relate to them, you have the same kind of mindsets because that's what makes you friends. You guys have similar mindsets, similar
Right.
interests. So you're able to relate to them a lot easier
Right.
than
Right.
sometimes you are to your girl. So that makes it easier for you to trust them over your girl.
Because y'all supposed to move as men. You're supposed to move with a certain
Right.
standard,
yeah,
certain integrity,
right,
morals. So
right,
you relate to your brothers because y'all all supposed to move
right,
accordingly. You're
right,
not really moving on the frequency of like how a woman thinks.
right, right.
Like, so yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
But there is some women that's solid,
Yeah, it's
and
a
there's
fact.
not always men that has that, like you said, Wayne, that move on that type of integrity.
Uh-huh.
So it's, you know what I'm saying. I'm shouting out. I'm standing up for the women audience out here.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying. I have y'all back. Not all y'all are like that. It's only a rare few.
It's only a few for sure.
You know what I'm saying. That could really be solid. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying. But as you said, when we not thinking of how women move, we supposed to be moving on. You know what I'm saying. Like man time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying. Like,
Right.
so.
And that kind of goes back
That's a great
to
question though.
Mhm.
That's a great question.
that kind of goes back to the question I asked before. What can someone do to break your trust forever? In a situation like that, that right there can kind of break
Yeah,
someone's trust forever.
yeah.
You could lose trust in your boy forever if he did something like that, or
Yeah,
if your woman did something like that, you losing trust forever. Like
yeah,
there's no turning back, like ever.
yeah.
Um, but that's it's a dangerous one.
Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous.
Um,
I seen it. You know what I'm
dangerous.
saying?
That's how you just a lot of videos out there. That's how people get.
And then women could use that to get to break up the boy relationship.
Uh huh.
Like y'all, like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you say that, like that's crazy. Like when you think about it, because you
Ooh.
can want someone so much to yourself, like the selflessness
Yeah,
that you'll put a wedge between the boys. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can, oh, I want you to stay home more. So I'm gonna act like this in this situation. See, that's why you should stay home. Your boys don't have your back, like blah blah.
Right,
Like,
right. It's
you know what I'm
putting little
saying? You can
seeds.
manipulate that
Right.
situation. Like, yeah, so you're making it look like little things are building up as to like, okay, now I have you to myself. Like, this is what I want you to do. So I don't like you going out. So I'm always going to complain when you go out, or I'm always going to, why you always got to do that? Why you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like little things like that. And those people are what they call detractors.
Yeah.
Like if you look at it like from a business model, like they're the ones that pull you away from your focus,
Right.
and your goals and everything. So you
No,
got to be real careful with that.
I experienced that, man.
You got to be careful for real.
Definitely, for sure.
As men, do you think we have more trust issues than women, or women have more trust issues?
I think
I think
That's
we
us.
have more.
I
think we have more.
I might give it to us that we might have more trust issues. We just kind of not downplay, but we kind of like
yeah. I think we do because
Yeah.
try to just
I mean, look at the beginning of time. Eve.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Set in stone.
like I feel like I feel like man, we got more.
It's definitely us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't want to admit it, but it's like, nah,
bro.
that's
Nah,
probably
it's
it.
us. It's us. It's
You
us.
could you could be with your girl in a whole crowd of people,
Mhm.
and you looking at every single guy looking at her, like you trying to see who's looking at her, and then you see if she's looking at them.
Right.
Like,
Right.
it's just like, not that you mean to be like that, but you just like that sometimes. Like,
Mhm.
well, if your girl is bad, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but you know, it's us, man, for real.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fake that.
yeah, because
That also this doesn't really go into like trust, but I think men too. I think we kind of more emotional too than women.
yeah,
We just
we
don't
don't show it.
show it
We don't show it.
when women show their emotions, so they
Yeah,
comes off like they're more emotional. But
and women know how to
us,
put on the front too.
right.
Mm,
They
I
know how to
think
put on the
men.
front.
I think it
And
depends
then
on the
some.
situation. It depends on. Go ahead, saying my bad.
No. Go ahead. Depending on what situation.
I think it depends on the situation. Like, because when you look at it, we are logical thinkers. Not to say
Right.
that some women aren't logical thinkers, some men aren't emotional,
Mhm.
but we're logical thinkers. Like, we think A plus B equals C.
Mhm.
Right.
Like, that's how we operate in any situation. You know, they think with their emotions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, like you said, like, we do mask our emotions a lot more than they do, because that's how we were raised. Like,
You have
you're
to be
not
like
supposed to show your emotions.
that. Not even just showing your emotions, acting off your emotions.
Yeah,
As men, we can't act off our emotions.
right.
As men, that will get us killed in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
That will
Put
make
in
you
jail. Put in jail.
put in jail. That will make you do things that's irrational. So
Yeah.
I do believe that we are more emotional than women, but we have an obligation to control. We have to control those
Yeah.
emotions. We
Yeah.
have more at stake,
Right.
you know. So we have to be able to navigate those emotions. But I think we're more emotional, man.
because when you look at it, like, everybody been in one of those relationship arguments where, like, your girl just going off on you, you just like, all right, but like, you thinking like 40 other things in your head, but all right is the only thing that comes out.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
sometimes,
saying? And
sometimes.
then, but you don't
Yeah.
want to say nothing. All right, no, you got it. Like,
Sometimes you perk though.
yeah, no, that's true.
Sometimes.
That's
Sometimes
true.
Sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like that.
It be like that, yo.
Okay. So when it comes to your boys, when it comes to your relationship with your girl or your spouse,
Oh, I wanted to say this. Hold on, before you say that.
yeah, go ahead.
I read in Proverbs today. I want to get the actual verse. I'm gonna look it up, but it was it says a wise man basically keeps calm even when somebody does them wrong. So I'm gonna get the verse, but go ahead. My fault. I shouldn't have brought that up until I got the verse.
No, that's pertinent.
Yeah.
So are you guys more disappointed if you are you guys more disappointed in your boy, or I guess we kind of talked about this. Are you guys more disappointed in your boy if he does something to make you lose trust, or are you more disappointed in your girl if she does something to lose your trust?
Hmm.
Like, or is it like even?
It's
Or
even.
would you feel more
Yeah.
hurt if it
It's
was your
even.
boy that
It's
did
even.
something?
It's
Yeah.
even. I feel
Even?
like it's even. Because
Okay.
it's your boy, you love him. That's your man's. Like, man, your girl, you love him too. Like, what like, it's
That's a different form of intimacy.
Yeah,
But
that's why it makes it a little difficult because it's different. It's like a different love.
yeah, but I mean, like, it's still,
hold
like
on real
Stan
quick. I'll be
said,
right back.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
we're still
like,
trying to figure it out. You
it's
know.
still like Stan said, it's that's your boy, you know what I'm saying? So you have, you know, a different type of like love for them. But
Uh-huh.
of course, when like it's your girl, like it's an intimate type of love.
Mm-hmm.
So they know things that your boys won't know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So it's kind of like it can
I have
go
to get the
either
word
way.
real quick.
Okay.
I have to get this real quick. This is. Well, go ahead.
It can be either way, to be honest. But
Yeah,
what you think?
I gotta think about that. Man, would I be more hurt like if you guys did something than if if Dash did something more like
I feel like
yeah, it's
I feel
about
like I feel like I'll be. It's the same way.
I think it'd be even. I think it'll be even.
Cause I love y'all so much. It's like, dang, y'all gonna do me like that?
Yeah, I think it will be even for sure. Um okay. When when it comes to like consequences, if someone breaks your trust, how do you gauge that? It depends on what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah. Cause if somebody did something real wild, like Drake said, some stuff is too wild to reconcile. So
hmm.
some stuff you just gotta cut them off, and that's it. Some
Is
stuff
that
you
a
can,
is that a consequence? Just cutting somebody off, or they got to
yeah,
Yeah,
go?
it is
yeah, because they have access.
because
You don't
your
have access to
actions.
me. Yeah, you don't have access to me anymore.
Mm,
You don't have a
mm,
friendship. You don't have a relationship.
Mm.
mm.
You
That's a
know what?
consequence to
When you
me.
said that, like when we really don't think about that, like how many people just have access to you, like
Yeah,
not like on a like our level, you know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? But people have nowadays via social media, work, whatever the case, like people have more access to us.
Hmm.
So in a sense, it's like, are we like kind of like setting ourselves up in a way like to be violated? You know what I'm saying? Like, because we give people so much access to ourselves.
Uh-huh. People start
And
feeling like they know you.
right.
Right.
Like,
Um, I definitely think that definitely leaves the door open for sure for more disappointment
right.
because if you're so accessible, that means more people can reach you. More people feel like they know you. They're seeing you every day, so they feel entitled. They feel like they can do this. So yeah.
Mm,
Um,
that word right there, entitlement,
mm-hmm.
that's a different beast in its own, because when someone feels like entitled to you,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
like
That's
they
different.
feel like anything you have is theirs.
Yeah,
Mm, mm,
Like,
mm,
look at it in this situation. Like, say for an example, like let's say Wayne made it to the NBA.
mm-hmm.
He wouldn't, because he's not that good.
I about to say
Like
that
me,
sound that
like
definitely
me.
sounds like a real.
No, that's not real.
That sounds like
Like,
you
like
don't. You
if
not.
if
You
I
know you don't
were
want
to
to talk no
if
hoop
I
talk
were to
right now.
say I made it
You
to the
know you don't
NBA,
want to
then
talk
that
about
would
no
be
hoop talk
different.
right now.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
you know
But
we don't want to talk about no hoop talk
who
right
don't
now.
want to talk
But
about that? Him
go
or
ahead.
me?
we don't got to talk about. We don't got to talk.
Okay,
We
okay.
know what's up. We know what's
Yeah,
up.
we all know what's up.
But
We all
let's
know.
say somebody made
Uh,
it to the league, right? And because I'm your boy, you know what I'm saying, like that. There are some people who feel like your success is my success. In a
mm-hmm.
sense, it is, but there's a line. You see what I'm saying? You still got to put in work
Mm-hmm.
to gain that success and that entitlement, if that makes sense. So if you just coming around me because I'm in the league and you think that you're entitled to my, like Meek said, you know what I'm saying? Why would I let somebody drive my Rolls Royce, you know what I'm saying, a $400,000 car? You know what I'm saying? Why you feel entitled to do that? Like, you ain't put in no work like I did. You ain't going
Right.
to the studio late nights and do this and do that. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, entitlement is a beast. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
and I wonder in like some of our relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like, now that I'm saying it, it sounds even crazier. Like, when someone feels that they've propelled you
Uh-huh.
to the next level, they feel entitled that, in a sense, like if it weren't for them, your accomplishments wouldn't be accomplishments. Like you didn't have goals, you didn't have dreams, aspirations. Yes, sometimes you need people to push you, but you should never feel like you're the only reason why that person made it to that point.
Right. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, every action has a consequence to it, whether it's positive or negative. So, I mean, people, I mean, as the word says, let me just bring in the word in. Let me bring the word in. This is from the wisest man on earth. If you guys don't know, Solomon, the great, he wrote Proverbs. He wrote a lot of chapters, but Proverbs is my favorite book. And it says in Proverbs 20, verse 6, it says, many claim they will be loyal, but it is hard to find someone who really can be trusted. It says that in the word.
Read that
Proverbs 6.
Read that again.
Many claim they will be loyal, but it is hard to find someone who really can be trusted. And, you know, it goes back to the first question. Can you trust somebody 100%? And I say it's hard. It's hard. You know, it's hard. And I want to bring one more, because you, as we was talking about emotions, this was my daily word I had this morning. As men, we have emotions, and you know, sometimes men don't know how to control their emotions, which leads them into jail or end up dead.
Right, exactly.
And Proverbs 19, verse 11, it says, "A wise man controls his temper, and when someone wrongs him, it's to his credit to ignore it." So, you know, it's just those little, you know, little gems that can make to go further as us men and women too, because women do aggravate men, and which could potentially, not saying it's right, but draw them a reaction out of men, and that could lead into all types of things.
Right.
But I feel like as men, we should definitely know how to control our emotions. Period. Nobody gives off our you know, off our way. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to, no matter what, if somebody did it wrong us, if you lost somebody's trust, if somebody if somebody lost our trust, we should be able to, like you told me off air, go to the Lord about it, regroup, and then keep going.
Right.
So, you know, I just wanted to bring in the word, because this episode about trust is deep.
It's very deep, because it's something that we all have to deal with, like on a day-to-day basis when it comes to trust.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's right in front of our face and we just don't know it. Like, but we're all dealing with some type of trust issues.
Yeah.
You know. Right. And what you just said, it kind of goes back to the EYE. Don't run away from your emotions. You know, deal with your emotions, process it, and then let it fuel you to overcome whatever you're going through.
All right. By God's grace.
By God's grace, and only by God's grace and mercy.
Right.
So the next thing I want to get into, right? When it comes to trust, there's a lot of restaurants out there that can't be trusted.
Right.
Their menus look good,
but the food is trash.
But the food is horrible.
It's a scam.
Right, exactly. The commercial looks good,
Right? They got a lot. What them commercials be fire.
The
It's gonna be
commercial looks
juicy.
amazing,
Pause.
This is like, oh, hey, yo.
but we need to know, Julian, what restaurants can we trust?
Right,
Mm.
right.
Well, there are a lot of them out there that you can trust. And there is one that I actually recently went to yesterday.
Okay.
Now this is a black owned, since it's Black History Month.
Mm.
Black owned business. It's down here in the Huntsville area. It's actually right on A&M's campus, like right
Man,
south
you letting
of
all the
A&M's
audience know
campus.
where you at, huh, man?
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay.
It's called the Foundation Coffee House.
Mm.
Um,
It's new.
it's new, and the crazy thing is like we don't really see very many like businesses like this. It's kind of like a coffee house. You can get like I had a cheesesteak,
Mm.
Philly cheesesteak, um, amazing. Chef came out to talk to us.
Amazing.
Hey man, he came out to talk to us. You know what I'm saying? Chopped it up, made jokes. Cool dude. Told us about the specials he has, like certain things that he wanted to introduce into the menu, like how he wants to do certain things. Like it was just like it was natural. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when you go to certain places, it's not just about like the food; it's about the
It's,
experience that you get.
it's the experience and the service that you receive.
Right.
The
And
atmosphere.
right, that just makes it feel like home. That makes you want to go back.
Okay.
Um, they have brunch, chicken and waffles.
Mm.
I see. I think if I'm not mistaken, they had like some red velvet waffles. I'm just saying, bro. Like that's out of pocket. But um, I mean, biscuits, sandwiches, chicken tenders, all different types of things, coffee, what I'm saying, teas. It's
Mhm.
just like it's a new version of a black restaurant, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
So this sounds like a place that can be trusted.
Right. And it reaches all genres. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to fit a certain mold to go in there,
Okay.
which is always a good thing. So of course the Foundation Coffee House down here in Huntsville, Alabama, right off of A&M's campus.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like this place needs a review.
Oh
That's what
yes.
it sounded
And
like this place needs a review.
and you know what's crazy about that? I was just looking the other day about about purchasing a camera.
Okay.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Because like I'm looking at the Nikons right now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They looking kind of spiffy. So
Uh-huh.
that might come your way. Sooner or later that
And
you'll get a
you said you
review.
spoke to the manager or the owner of the restaurant?
I talked to the chef.
The chef?
Chef.
Man. Talk to
Yeah.
the chef. Man, I feel like this place needs a review. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and he got a digital card. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that out there too. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that way people can actually connect with him digitally. He also said he does, catering, different things of that nature. So yeah, we're gonna have to make that happen.
All right.
I
Don't
did want to
side eye me.
mention
I saw that.
I I did want to mention another place, but they don't have to pay us. But they got some bomb. I don't eat meat anymore. Pause. But they had some. I had some lamb from there. Whoo,
Lamb be slamming though.
woo.
If you get the
No,
right lamb,
no. I'm gonna tell
that
y'all
joint be
off.
slamming.
I'm gonna tell y'all off camera. Whoo. They're gonna have to pay us though, cause. But yeah, but yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you.
saying?
Well,
Yeah.
what type? What type of?
It was that good. You can't even
Well,
speak.
No,
what?
no, no, no,
What
no.
type? No,
It was different.
what
It was
genre
definitely.
or what type of
It was a kind of
restaurant?
upscale ish, you know.
Okay,
Had a little
like
date
American
situation.
dinner, typical.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
bet.
Man, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So that wraps it up for this episode of the Just Bear With Us podcast. You can check us out on our Instagram at Just Bear With Us. You can also check us out on Twitter at.
I knew that was gonna happen. Just bear with us, P.
There you go. We're now on YouTube. Just Barewithus Podcast. Check out our visual of the episode of our episodes on YouTube. For personal handles,
You forgot.
evolving. What?
You forgot. Where else are we at? You said
Apple,
YouTube,
Spotify. We're also
Apple
on Spotify,
Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts.
Come on, man. We
yes.
out here. We out here. We trademark, bro. We out here.
That is true. So again, all this will be at Just Bear With Us. You can find us. Personal handles for Instagram, Evolving Wayne, for the Positive Lifestyle brand, where you can catch some of these positive quotes, elevate yourself every day. And when I relaunch some more products, please, definitely support.
all right. Stand the Man RF. It's my personal. And if you guys need your taxes done, like I told y'all earlier in the show, head over to Account for You Services, ask for Stan. He asked for that. Stan referred you, and he'll hook you up. So, that's that.
All right. And of course, for the personal, J.Josiah. There's also _ the food run _. We're gonna have to talk to that person to make sure that they get some more videos up there, some reviews. So we'll get that ball rolling real soon, you know.
All right. So that is it. And we are out.